Hello, compadres. Legend Builder here. And today, welcome back to TGIF Tablet Reviews, by the way. Today, I will be reviewing Smashy City. Not Smashy Road, Smashy City. And before you ask, this is not made by the same company that made Smashy Road or Road Most Wanted. It's a totally different company named Aceville, something like that. Anyways, this game is very easy to play. Anyone can play it, honestly. This is my best guy. You can unlock characters, and the higher up you go in the list, the better they are. Like these guys, there are many stats to them. This guy's a special guy. That guy doesn't have any other stats besides like a snowy map. Yeah, these comments don't have any. The rare guys have like small little snap buffs, but not all of them. The exotics have even bigger stat buffs. This guy's probably the best out of all of them. He's the only exotic I have. You can see the stats by the way, on the far right. Yeah, right. And like kind of at the top below the coins, which are on the top right. And you can also see the names of the characters, which is pretty funny how they named every single character. And below their names, you can see what class they are. These guys are exotic. The best would be epics, which have the best stats, as you can see here if you want, and you can look at them more closely if you pause the video. And finally, the purchase only ones, which isn't really good, I'd have to say. Honestly, I'd probably prefer like rare epics or exotics even, because this guy is not very good at all, honestly. But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna play as, I'll start off with the first ever guy you get, which is Kong. And the game's very easy. All you have to do is really go left and right. You have to destroy buildings. The smaller buildings and cars, they don't do as much damage, which you can see in the top left corner. Sorry, my parents are washing the windows outside. This is probably really bad if you hear background noises, but yeah, let me turn this on a little bit. So, as you can see at the top, you can see that the wanted level shows, well, the wanted level. The wanted level basically is, the higher up your wanted level, the stronger troops will be to try to kill you, like 1 star and no stars, like police cars and vans that just try to ram you, which don't do much damage unless they hit you from behind, which does like half a heart of damage instantly. Boom yada. Oh geez, I'll show you what the rampage is in a second. I'll show you right now actually, because I'm only out half the heart. So as you can see, if I hit one of these buildings, it takes a few shots to kill it, but if I turn on the rampage, which is on the far right in the middle, then I could just destroy all those buildings instantly. So yeah, the higher up the building and the harder it is to knock it down, the more money insurance claims it makes. So in the top left corner, you can see my health, which only has half a heart, and you can see the insurance claims I've made, aka damage, money, profit-wise. And then after you die, it shows like that funny little daily Smash newspaper. And it's almost like Crossy Road, where you can watch, or Smashy Road, where you can watch videos for free tokens, you can get a free gift, and you can unlock or hatch a monster. Now, I'm going to show you the difference between the worst characters and the best characters. So as you can see, these small little buildings and the ones that I don't actually have to like swipe at, don't make as much money in insurance claims. But if I walk up to this building and just start like tearing it apart, you can see that it makes a lot more money in insurance claims. And Rampage at the beginning of like a level that you start is a lot easier to obtain than it is when you get through the level a lot more. Like the higher you proceed and the more you proceed and the more rampages that, oh geez, that was a lot of explosions. And the more rampages you get, the harder it is to obtain a rampage. But yeah, it takes a lot more buildings to destroy to get a rampage, which makes it a lot harder to survive basically. But yeah, so now you can see that before there's like little dinky police cars and like troop transports chasing me, trying to ram me. Now there's like helicopters and all tanks that are trying to shoot me down. I'm pretty sure the tank's bullets do a lot less damage than they do when you get rammed from behind, or rammed in general, but they fire really quickly and they don't commit suicide when they do that. Not to mention, the flying vehicles are really fast, so they can catch up to you easily. But when you're in Rampage, you cannot be killed. You can only be killed when you're out of Rampage, because, see, I'm only down a heart. That's actually not that bad. I've already done 11 million in damage. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right. But when you're in Rampage, this is like, I'd say Rampage is good for one of two things. One, to like destroy a ton of buildings, or two, to escape or kill like a ton of troops that are just chasing you. Like, I'll show you. You cannot be killed while in Rampage mode, so you can just run through and just destroy all those guys and make life a bit easier. Guess you could say. Oh, I'm already down a heart. I've already done 15 mil in damage. I think that's 15 mil or 15,000. If I'm stupid, I'm sorry for that. So yeah, and this is the other thing that's good for Rampage, is destroying buildings and just running through. Or if you need to make a hasty escape if you're down to half a heart like I am, that's also what Rampage is good for. I'll show you. Like, see, I just escaped a ton of guys, but they'll catch up to me eventually. And here's a suicide Humvee. That's what I like to call them. So, sorry. The higher up you get in like stars, oh, and I just died. Higher up you get in stars, the stronger troops are, like the more damage you'll do. The ramming troops, the higher up you get, the more damage, and the faster they are. The higher up you get with tanks or helicopters, faster they are, and the more damage they do. Exact same thing, except they fire and are flying instead of like the regular ramming troops. But yeah, so honestly, the best strategy to play for this game with is there's multiple strategies. The strategy I use, honestly, is to avoid these ramming troops because they do a lot of damage. But you could just, if they try ramming you, you could counter them like I just did and just step all over them faces. And, yeah. But, when you get to the tanks and all that fire back at you, the best thing to do is to not just run right at them and try to just take them down. But you should try to group them all up like this, wait for a rampage, and just destroy them all. Unless you have a lot of health and you're feeling a bit cocky, then you can just run out and destroy them like that. Or a better way to get rid of them is like this. You can group them all into one of these areas, like camp around it, I guess you could say. By the way, the things that are making those explosions are those little oil tanks, the one that I'm surrounding right now. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, some of them are groups, some of them are just single like this. Bam! Lammo! And when you do explode that, it explodes all the guys and buildings around you, which actually does affect your rage meter, so you'll get a lot more, or rampage meter, sorry, so you'll get a lot more rampage points, bringing you closer to a rampage. But yeah, the character I'm using also has increased speed and attack, I think. He has increased something, or is it health? No, I don't think it's health. Because the default number of hearts, like the lowest number, are 3 hearts, and this guy has 3 hearts. But it may be health, I'm not sure. Pretty sure health goes down, like, oh wait, these are the bigger gas tanks. I do a lot more explosion, have a bigger explosion range, and they're in a group, so they did more damage, and a bigger explosion range. But yeah, what was I saying? I have no clue. Oh yeah, pretty sure either the health upgrade either gives you more hearts, or it makes it harder for your hearts to go down. Explosion! Well, yeah, I really enjoy this game a lot. I hope you guys will too if you do decide to download it. So I'm just gonna keep going till I die here, which will be very shortly. I've already done 16 million, or 17 million bucks in damage, which is not bad at all. I'm pretty sure for some characters, though, I forgot to mention. Oh, there I go. I don't know why it does that. The tail glitches through my face. Oh, I forgot to show you, if you're paying attention, some different species of characters have like different different like titles on the. Okay, those gunfiring are annoying. The gunfiring is annoying. They will have like different titles on the newspaper, like Right now I'm using an alien. Oh, I meant to change my character, but okay. I guess I can just kill myself. I think it start over or something. No, you can't start over. Once you start, you can't stop. But yeah, I was gonna show you like the different titles in a newspaper. But I guess you could figure that out for yourself. So the basic mechanics, I guess, are very similar to Crossy Road. Not the gameplay, but the mechanics, the free gift mechanic. Like the more free gifts you collect, the longer they take to obtain, and the more monsters you get, the harder it is to get newer ones or better ones, I guess you could say. But yeah, and there's also a feature that once in a while you pick like one of 3 characters that you want to play with for like 4 or 5 rounds, and then I'll just go away. Ooh, giant explosion. Yeah, and this one, watch this. Boom! That does a lot of damage, but it's very risky because if you have low health, it brings you up to the max amount of stars, which I think is 6. Maybe 5, but yeah, it's 6. So here, let me just try to murder myself so I can show you some of the other characters I have. And one of the characters I do want, not because of its stats, well, one of them is because of its stats, and one of them is just funny, because it's a reference, I get. Well, not much of a reference, I would say, but, well, I guess you could say it's a reference. But, yeah, there we go. And the tail always does it on this guy. It goes through his face a bit. Look, see, the title on the newspaper there said End of the World, and it's different every time for every character. Oh, wait, there's an ad. Sometimes it does this. Darn sponsorings. But anyways, one of the characters is an epic character, Rhymes. I think this is a knockoff of, like, Optimus Prime. Rhymes, get it? But anyways, this is Rhymes. It has +2 Rampage, which means the Rampage is easier to get, and it lasts for longer. It has plus health, which I'm not really sure of. I already explained that. Plus attack, meaning that buildings can go down quicker, and plus speed, which those are the 4, which I'm pretty sure you know what that does. It makes your guy faster. So yeah, those are the 4 stats that guys come with. But this guy is the only guy to have a negative stat, which is negative speed, which kind of sucks. But for people that would rather defense and attack, I guess they could sacrifice speed. But, yeah, anyways, the other guy was this guy, King Doe. Get it? Ghostbusters, King Doe. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, but honestly, this guy is the best out of the exotic guys, because if I go around here, some guys have pretty good stats, but, I think Veronica is the best. I guess I could show you the other guys while I'm at it. But yeah, so if you enjoy this game, you should get it, because if you enjoy like Crossy Road or Smashy Road games like that, and you also enjoy like monsters and destroying cities and burning everything that has been created by man, then this would be the game for you, I guess. Now I'll show you the epic guys. Yeah, they're pretty decent. Some of them have really good stats in one place and really bad stats in the other, just like this guy. He has a lot of speed, but he doesn't have good health, attack, or, yeah. So this would be like the coward guy, I guess you could say. And then there's the Bling Kong, which is the better version of the starting character Kong. And then there's some guys with just special things that don't really affect gameplay, but it just affects this look of things. Like, for example, this is the Penguin. This is one of the 2 characters that comes with snow, and luckily enough, I was able to get him, but kind of sucks because he's a common. The only guy that has snow is this guy who's an epic, Florence. I think he's like a Yeti or something. And if I were to get another guide, I'd either get Rhymes or this guy, Martin, because he has plus attack and plus speed. If only he had plus health, this guy would be the perfect guy. But this guy here would be probably my best choice besides Martin Rhymes. But for now, I'm stuck with Veronica, and if you get the game and you get Rhymes or, what's his name, Martin, then good for you, I guess, because I consider them two of the best guys in the game. Because this guy, even though it's times two coins from coins are on buildings. Oh, jeez. Like, for example, you see right here, the coin that's on the building. I guess you get like 2 coins instead of 1 from those coins that are on the buildings. I just noticed the sound this guy makes. You hear that? And it's actually pretty cool, his attack, but he's not good at all. Yeah, but anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for joining in this TGIF tablet reviews, and I'll see you. Oh, yeah, if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. It'll help us out very, very much, and see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.